What's up, everybody? I'm Chris Leppert, and welcome to the Mobile Hunter. Today I want to talk to you about the XOP SuperFly. It's one of my favorite tree stands that I've tried. I believe it might be the lightest weight tree stand on the market at only 5.3 pounds. I've ran this stand for a whole season on private, public. It's phenomenal. So spoiler alert, I really like the stand. A few of the features that you really got to discuss when talking about the SuperFly here are the wings. Those are on what I would call the back of the tree stand closest to the tree, and those actually allow for a true hybrid hunt. And what I mean by that is you can stand up on your stand and put side pressure on the stand while you're sitting there. So as you can see, and this is a leaner, by the way, so as you can see, I'm pushing on a leaner. We've only got a couple of teeth into the tree. We'll show that as well, but it's very nice to be able to put your boot out here on the sides of the stand. It helps when you're sitting like this for a while. If you're expecting the deer to come from that way, it's just nice to be able to reposition your feet and just kind of move around a little bit and let different blood flow, kind of work its way through your body. So the next thing you want to talk about when thinking about this stand is the meat shelf. A meat shelf on a stand is critical, especially if you're incorporating XOP's shoulder straps that come with the stand when you purchase them, or any kind of other suspension system. There's a bunch of them that other mobile companies sell. You can buy them from Western pack companies and all that. But when you kill a buck and you want to haul that animal out with your stand, sticks, bow, rifle, whatever, you can actually put everything on the seat and just walk out with everything on your back. So that's a pretty nice feature, and it's solid. Another thing that I feel we should mention is the packability. I've put this in the meat shelf of a pack. I've hauled it with a suspension system. It's a really, really great lightweight and packable option. You can shimmy right up a tree, set it very easily, and sit for an all-day sit. Let's say you really don't want to sit in a saddle all day or something. You take this bad baby, like I did in November, and sit dark to dark on a pinch or something, and you can just relax and stay comfortable. The other thing I feel that should be brought up is there's a lot of claims on the internet that you can't go last tooth on this tree stand, and what I mean by that is the bracket with teeth on the back top of the tree stand directly behind the seat. A lot of people will go to the last one or two teeth to level the stand this way, as I've tried my best to do on this sycamore here, leaning out over a river. They'll try to level the stand by going to the last one or two teeth, right? So there's a lot of people that claim that you can't do that and you can't tow hook the stand and properly set it. Well, as you can see, this stand is set perfectly fine. I'd be more than comfortable hunting from this stand, even though I'm only about 6 feet up. If I was 20 feet up, I'd still feel comfortable because you're not going anywhere. And if you notice, there's only one strap on this stand. I do not have the second strap or any kind of attachment method on the bottom Versa button. Attaching the stand to the tree is a C3 micro buckle. I feel like that's another important part that I got to bring up. Now, it doesn't come with the stand. You got to buy it aftermarket, extra, whatever you want to call it. I feel like it is the best method. You do get some am steel with the stand, rope mods, if you will. Those work fine. They'd be perfect on a sycamore, chestnut oak, anything that's super hard. With am steel, once you get a soft bark tree, it's very difficult to be able to have the freedom to get the stand as tight as you want to the tree because the M steel actually gets so tight. Essentially what I mean by that is you'll get it so tight that the AM steel will cut into the bark a little bit. And then what you're left with is a little bit of play in the stand, and the bracket in the back will just come back off the tree just a little bit in some cases. Now again, maybe I'm crazy and I'm not doing something right. I don't think that's the case, but there are certain trees that I felt weren't the best for that. And when we go lightweight and mobile and we're in ambush mode, the last thing you want is something that'll only work most of the time or sometimes. You want it to work on every single tree in every single situation, and that's why I like the C3 micro buckle. It's super lightweight and packable. You're not getting a bunch of stretch off of it, and it's extremely easy. And if you visit the Mobile Hunters Expo page, I've got a video on how to take your stand or platform off the tree very, very easily without busting your knuckles or anything like that. Now I say all that to say, I don't use those on my sticks. I then prefer a rope mod because we're setting a stick downward. It's not, our pressure is downward. On the stand, while we've got downward pressure on the platform, we are pulling as we sit here with our pressure going on the edge of the platform here, and on the seat, we are actually trying to pull it away, the top portion of the stand away if you don't have it set properly or the proper materials. So that's why I don't use those with sticks. Had a buddy talking to me the other day, said he literally couldn't get his sticks off the tree, had to cut his strap or whatever. I had no answer because I literally never even tried to put them on there, because I feel like a rope mod is best for that situation, especially when you're talking about the XOP hydros. They come with a rope mod. There's a little like tooth or whatever, connected to the stick. Super simplistic. The thing I also want to hit on, we talked about hybrid hunting. When you're hybrid hunting, that can allow you a lot of options to hide. So for example, I am on a bare sycamore tree right now, and it's wide open. There's not a lot of cover. I would venture a guess that I could sit at this height, turn this stand a little bit, and shoot a deer that way, and the deer would have absolutely no idea. As it's crossing the river, can't see me because the tree is in between me and the deer. You can provide cover for yourself. I think that's one of the best parts of saddle hunting. So when you incorporate a tree stand into the mix instead of a platform, you have the ability to just sit back and relax whenever you want and take pressure. If you're experiencing some kind of hip pinch or your feet are tired or whatever, you can rest and allow the blood to flow in different ways. And then you can return to your normal position, especially that last, 90 minutes, hour, whatever, when you're expecting the buck to come through. You can be ready and shoot him. So I hope this helps somebody. I don't necessarily think that everybody should go buy an XOP SuperFly. I think that you should check it out, and I think that you should pit it against all other options, saddles, platforms, other tree stands. The best thing you can ever do is buy something that you want, not what I think is great or what XOP think is great or anybody else. This is all about you picking what you like, because you're the one that's buying it and you're the one that's got to live with it, and you're the one that's going to be 10, 15, 20 feet in a tree, trusting your life to it. So I hope this review helps somebody. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or Josh Luck, and we'll do our best to help you. In a little bit, he's going to review the XOP Fly, which he ran and killed a gorgeous buck from this past season. And if you guys want to come check out this stand, the Mobile Hunters Expo has 2 shows this year. One in Wilmington, Ohio, July 31st through August 2nd, and the other will be in Dalton, Georgia, August 14th through 16th. Those are tailored to their regions. One's a southern show, the other's a show for Midwestern hunters. So you don't have somebody telling you to kill a 200-inch deer in Georgia and then vice versa in the Midwest. It's all tailored to where you're from. With that being said, if you want to stay up to date for more information, join the Mobile Hunter Facebook group or head on over to the mobilehuntersexpo.com and sign up for our emails, and we'll get you taken care of. See you at the show this year, guys.